My sister invited our entire family to her engagement party, except me. She didn't know I'd been paying for her law school while she told everyone I was a failure. The Facebook event showed 127 invited guests, cousins I hadn't seen in years, great aunts from across the country, even my ex-boyfriend's mother, ex-imminent except her only sister. I found out through my coworker showing me photos your sister throws amazing parties. This venue must have cost a fortune. I smiled and agreed, not mentioning I wasn't invited or that I knew exactly how much it cost because I'd been covering her expenses for 3 years. Rachel had painted a specific picture of me to our family. College dropout retail worker living paycheck to paycheck. What she didn't tell them was that I dropped out to code full-time, that my retail job was at the Apple store while I built my app at night, or that I'd sold that app for enough to pay for her entire law degree. She needs this more than I do, I told myself, transferring another semester's tuition. She'll make the family proud. At every family gathering, she'd update everyone on her success while making subtle jabs about my career choices. I'd bite my tongue thinking her success was worth the humiliation. The engagement party was on Saturday. On Friday afternoon, she called me for the first time in months. I need $5,000, she said without preamble. The catering bill is due, and Derek's parents are watching every expense. If this party isn't perfect, they'll think I am not good enough for their family. You didn't invite me, I said quietly. Silence. Then, you know how Derek's family is about. Appearances. I told them you were traveling, it's not personal. I hung up and did something I'd never done before. I logged into the shared bank account I'd set up for her expenses and changed the password. 20 minutes later, she was at my apartment door, furious. Behind her stood Derek, whom I'd never met. You are sabotaging my future because of a party invitation, she screamed. No, I replied calmly. I am done subsidizing someone who's ashamed of me. Derek looked confused. Subsidizing? Rachel said she had a full scholarship. I pulled out my laptop and showed him 3 years of bank statements. Every tuition payment, every book purchase, every emergency expense. His face went pale. Where did you think the money came from? I asked Rachel. She wouldn't meet my eyes. I thought if they knew you were successful, they'd expect me to be more grateful. It was easier to let them think that I was a failure. You've been lying to me for 2 years. Your sister's been paying for everything while you told my family she was unemployed. Their engagement ended that night, not because of the money, Derek later told me, but because she'd built their entire relationship on lies about who she was and where she came from. The party was cancelled. Rachel had to explain to 127 guests why last month she started therapy. Yesterday she sent me a letter pern, a real handwritten letter pert, acknowledging what she'd done and asking if we could start over. I'm considering it not because she deserves it, but because holding on to anger at family is like drinking poison and expecting them to feel it. Next week we're having coffee. She's paying.